In the modern era of college football, if you don't utilize the transfer portal, you're not going to win a national championship. It's a harsh reality, but I think more and more teams are starting to realize that the transfer portal is a very important aspect of modern college football, as all 4 teams left in the college football playoff went out and made big-time acquisitions last year in the portal, and that has really helped them contend for a national championship. Texas was one of my biggest winners of the portal cycle last offseason, and they made multiple acquisitions, replacing some very high-level players in their program. One of those players that they went out and got was defensive back Andrew Mukuba. Mukuba was a player who I thought had a chance to be an early day 2 pick if he were to declare in last year's draft, but he decided to come back to school and has been a major contributor for the Texas defense. And a solid safety class, how high could we see Mukuba get taken in the 2025 NFL Draft? That is what we will be discussing in today's video. But hey guys, if you guys are new to my channel, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, be sure to check out my Patreon page, where for $5 a month, you guys will be given exclusive access to my in-depth draft guide and big board with over 500 prospects and counting. I'm constantly adding to it and making adjustments, and if you enjoy my NFL Draft content already, I highly recommend checking it out. Leave a comment on this video and let me know which players you guys would like to see in a future video, and without further ado, let's take a closer look at Andrew Mukuba. Mukuba was a pretty big-time recruit out of high school and started his collegiate career at Clemson. His 2022 season was absolutely incredible, but unfortunately injuries plagued his 2023 season and his production just wasn't the same. He played in 581 snaps last year, posting 34 tackles, 13 run stops with 0 interceptions and 3 pass breakups. He decided to hit the transfer portal and join the Texas defense, where he's had a career season. He has played in a little over 650 snaps with 21 run stops, 53 tackles, 6 interceptions, and 7 pass breakups, and he had a massive game-sealing interception against Arizona State to help keep Texas' national championship hopes alive, and he's been a big-time riser throughout the college football season. The first thing that I absolutely love about Mukuba is his alignment versatility. He's played virtually everywhere in the defensive backfield throughout his collegiate career. At Clemson, the Tigers primarily played him in the slot. He played nickel a lot, and he was very good in that role. But this year at Texas, he's kind of taken on a different mantle. They've used him as your standard free safety, a guy who plays high, can sometimes take snaps in the box, but he's a guy that plays back, uses his instincts and ball skills to make plays, and I think he is a very versatile player that can play in just about any defensive scheme at the next level. The reason why Mukuba is so versatile is because of the type of athlete that he is. Mukuba was a dual sport athlete in high school, playing both football and track and field. He has incredible long speed and can match up with virtually any player in one-on-one coverage, but on top of that, he has very fluid hips and great movement skills. His change of direction is remarkable, and he displays great short area bursting quickness. His closing speed has been one of the biggest improvements in 2024. He times his plays perfectly, and he's just seemed to be in the right place at the right time, and he's really gotten the opportunity to showcase his ball skills this year for Texas and make big plays on the football. In coverage, Mukuba is a pretty versatile prospect as well. He can play in both man-to-man coverage because he is so athletic and moves very well with receivers and tight ends, but his zone coverage is also very good. He displays great instincts and, as previously mentioned, has very good ball skills and closing speed. He is a player who I think people will fall in love with because of the versatility he brings, not just in terms of his alignment, but because he can play in both zone and man coverage at the next level. It's not all perfect for Mukuba, however. I think he really needs to improve his play strength. In man-to-man coverage, he really lacks physicality. He doesn't display a great punch in press, and he doesn't do a great job at getting hands on opposing players. His lack of physicality definitely shows up in man-to-man at times, but it really shows up as a tackler. He is a very willing tackler, and when he gets a proper angle, he hits very hard, but I think his tackling technique has to improve at the next level. he has a career 13% missed tackle rate. That's not going to fly at the next level, and it just seems like players just bounce off of his tackles, and I have to see him be a little bit more consistent at the next level. I'm also worried about his frame. He's listed at 6 foot 190 pounds, but he looks even smaller than that on the field. I think this is a big part of the reason why he struggles with play strength, because he has just got a very wiry type of build. I'd like to see him add on 5 to 10 pounds of muscle at the next level and see him bulk up a little bit. Mukuba was a player that I really liked coming into the year, and he has improved quite a bit from where I had him this offseason. He's such a versatile player and a big-time playmaker on the back end. I think he's going to make an NFL team very happy at the next level, and he's my number 5 safety in the class. I'd like to see him get a little bit stronger and be a little bit more consistent as a tackler, but you can't teach the athleticism that he has, and the ball skills have been remarkable. He is my number 89 overall prospect in the class. We have mentioned his versatility numerous times, but where I believe Mukuba will be best utilized at the NFL level is in a free safety role. We mentioned that's where Texas has primarily played him this year, allowing him to sit back and react, use his own instincts, and showcase that closing ability, and I think that's where he's at his best. I worry about the physicality if he plays nickel in the NFL, and I don't really know if he's got the size to hold up in man-to-man coverage at the next level, so I'd like to see him in more of a free safety role. My player comparison for Andrew Mukuba is Seattle Seahawks safety Julian Love. Love has been one of the best safeties in all of football this year. While I think Mukuba is a better athlete and might be a little bit more fluid, both of them display great versatility to play in the slot, in the box, play single high. They've got great zone instincts, and they are playmakers with the ball in the air and have the ability to make big-time interceptions and pass breakups. I think Mukuba could develop into a similar type of player that Love has been in the NFL. Andrew Mukuba is a big-time playmaker. He is a versatile defensive back with elite athleticism and the willingness to come downhill and tackle. He has a lot of the intangible tools that NFL squads are looking for, and ultimately, I believe that Andrew Mukuba will be a top 100 pick in the 2025 NFL Draft.